I'm about to do your end of August 2021 Aquarius love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a behind the scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. Aquarius, what is going on? Come on in, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. These cards are clearly ready to talk to you. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aquarius love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Aquarius tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with this Aquarius love reading for today, because today we're going to take a behind the scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. Find out what's going on with this person that you're romantically connected to. See if there's anything that your attention and your awareness might need to be brought to about this person. That way you have a better idea of what's going on with them and have a better idea of how to navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person. Now just keep in mind, as always, that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Aquarius people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for, which really just means there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every Aquarius person on the planet all at the same time, because I'm not reading for every Aquarius on the planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Aquarius people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if you're not an Aquarius and you're just watching this reading because you have the hots for an Aquarius and you want to know what's going on with them, I'm totally cool with that. Just keep in mind, though, that especially for cross watchers, energies are pretty prone to get flipped around backwards, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and you can find the links to those videos in the description down below. Now, enough yakking. Let's get this Aquarius love reading for the end of August 2021 underway, and let's get 5 cards to represent the energy for your romantic person of interest. What's going on with Aquarius's romantic person of interest here at the very end of August 2021? Okay, let's get 3 more. What's going on with Aquarius's romantic person of interest? 1 more, please. Seeing similarities between this reading and the Libra reading already, which seems to happen quite a bit, really. I think I have a lot of Libras that are seeing an Aquarius and vice versa. Let's get 1 more. Thank you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the Magician. This is card 1 of the Major Arcana. This is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the tarot deck. This is someone who has all the tools, all the abilities, all the resources, all the skills. They've got everything they need to manifest or create from nothing, whatever it is their will desires. He's got all 4 aces on the table right in front of him. So this is about creating the world around you to be shaped the way that you want it to be. So this is telling me that your person is actively trying to manifest something with you right now. Right underneath that, we have the Knight of Coins. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So this is a slow forward moving energy, like very methodical, like 1 foot in front of the other, 1 step at a time. This is like a perfectionist kind of an energy. It's someone who's not willing to make a mistake. They're not willing to take shortcuts. They're not going to skip any steps along the plan. They're trying to get what they want, and they're doing it the right way. So the bad thing about the Knight of Coins is he's so damn slow that from your point of view, it may look like progress isn't happening with your person. It actually is, it's just happening really slow. Now, the good thing about the Knight of Coins is that he doesn't rush. He doesn't get in a hurry and mess everything up because he's trying to move too quickly. So when the Knight of Coins does show up, he's got the real deal. He's got the Ace of Coins with him, which is that potential for maximum stability, abundance, and prosperity. So this is actually a really good energy. So this is either telling me that your person's manifesting something, and from your point of view, it's not happening quickly enough for your taste, or from their point of view, it's not happening quickly enough for their taste. Ooh, we got the High Priestess next, card 2 of the Major Arcana. So I've got the Magician and the High Priestess, card 1 and card 2. This is divine masculine energy, divine feminine energy. So this is counterparts, like divine counterparts. Every bit as good to me as seeing the Lovers card show up out here. Now, this is definitely a case where your person is trying to manifest something. This High Priestess represents the unconscious mind, the intuition. The Magician represents the conscious mind. So this is how manifestation actually works. You use your conscious mind to come up with what it is that you actually want to manifest. You come up with the steps. You plant those seeds in the unconscious mind. And your unconscious mind is where your intuition lies. It's where your connection to the universe, to spirit, to source lies. So when you plant the seeds into your unconscious mind, that's how you project what you want into the universe around you, and it gets birthed into reality via card 3, which is the Empress. So your person's definitely trying to manifest something with you, definitely viewing you guys as counterparts, as two cards that are supposed to be together, two people who are supposed to be together. This High Priestess can also represent things like not being fully in the conscious awareness here, as in like potentially something being kept secret, something that they can't see yet, something that hasn't been revealed yet. This can also, in a love reading, represent that your person is viewing this connection with you as deeper than just something physical, as deeper than just something emotional. They could be viewing this connection as something very powerful, very special, bordering on like a spiritual type of a connection here. We have the Page of Cups next. Pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotion. So this is news and messages of love and emotion. This could be your person expressing their feelings, or it could be something that's not been fully revealed yet. Is your person actually expressing to you how they feel? I feel like you guys had a breakup, and your person is trying to figure out how to put this back together. I've got this very slow moving energy stuck right in the middle of the two of you here. Your person wanting to express feelings, love and emotions. This could potentially represent an apology. Then I've got the Three of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is about being reunited and celebrating. Two of Swords right under that, Libra energy again. I'm feeling a big connection between this reading for you, Aquarius, and the Libra reading. You could be dealing with the Libra. You could be dealing with Cancer. Well, you could be dealing with anybody. This is a general reading, so I'm just going to call out all the signs as I see them, just in case any of that means anything to you. But this Libra energy of the Two of Swords, twos are about decisions. This is a decision needing to be made, only it hasn't been made yet, either because there's not enough information for your person to make the decision, or there's something that they can't see, hence the blindfold. But in this card, it's more of a really thin veil, so this could represent something that your person doesn't want to see, they don't want to look at it. This could even represent that the decision isn't their decision to make. Nine of Swords right under that, Gemini energy. This is fears, worries, anxieties. This is thinking about something over and over again with all this fear and worry and anxiety behind the thinking. Thinking about it to the point that it's stressing them out. So either they have some sort of a decision to make in this connection and they're stressing out about it, or this isn't even their decision at all. It's your decision, and they're stressing out about what you're going to decide. I think that could be what's going on here. Again, though, general reading, you just got to take it however it resonates for you. But in your person's energy for the end of August 2021, Aquarius, we have Judgment. We have the Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords right in the center of the reading here, Six of Swords, and the Chariot. So this Judgment card is It's got two meanings. This is either a final decision being made. We've seen them waiting on a decision to be made, or a decision needing to be made that hasn't been made yet. Judgment could represent that final decision, as in passing their own final verdict and judgment on something. The other meaning for this card is it's a card of resurrection, a card of reconciliation. It's about calling something back from the grave, calling it back to life, transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. So tell me more about judgment for Aquarius' person, please. Why is judgment here? Okay. Taking an extra one with here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This is most people's goal in the physical 3D reality in terms of material possessions and finances and tangible things. This can even represent the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and resources in order to build something very stable, abundant, and prosperous. This would be like the happy home life card, where all the money is in place, all the material possessions are in place, no one wants for anything. Got the Devil right under that. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually a heavy toxic energy. This is usually like obsession or addiction or a feeling of being trapped by something. This can represent elements of your person's shadow. In other words, things that maybe they don't like about themselves, things about themselves that they don't want to look at or that they don't want you to see. Your person could be obsessing about this connection with you, obsessing about what they're trying to manifest, probably trying to resurrect a situation with you. Now, the two people that are chained up to the Devil here are the same two people from the Lovers card. I've already seen the Magician and the High Priestess, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And I said at the beginning, that's every bit as good as the Lovers card for me. Those are the people from the Lovers card chained to the Devil. So this can represent a very strong connection, like so strong that your person feels like they can't escape it. Got a Tower right under that. Now this could be telling me that your person had some toxicity going on in their life, and that brought the Tower down. That caused everything to fall apart between the two of you, and they're obsessing about how to try and put it back together, how to try and bring it back from the grave. I'm not 100% sure. It's looking like you guys had a breakup, though. I'll get to that in a minute when we get to this Queen of Swords, but I've already seen a few, well, about 4 different indicators before this Tower that there was some sort of a breakup here. I've got the Three of Wands next. This is Aries energy. This is an energy of waiting on something. Now, this is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting something, and the overall energy is the Magician, the master manifester. And I said that this is your person actively trying to manifest something. Well, that's what they're doing here in this Three of Wands. They've chosen the path that they believe leads them to the world that they want, and they've started taking steps down that path. They're trying to manifest what it is they desire. It just hasn't materialized in the physical 3D reality yet, which I already said that too when we were looking at the Magician and the High Priestess. The next step would be projecting this, through the High Priestess into the universe, and it becoming manifested into our reality via the Empress. She's card 3 of the major arcana, so she rules over the 3s of the deck. They're waiting on something to manifest with you, and it just hasn't materialized yet. They've got a positive expectancy that it's going to, that they're going to be able to get this judgment from you. Looks like you have a decision to make, and that's what they're waiting on here. I've got the King of Swords next. This is Gemini energy. This is decision-making energy, but it's someone who makes their decisions like from this emotionally detached state. The King of Swords is a very smart, analytical, logical person who's interested in the truth and the facts of the matter. They're not so much interested in the emotions behind what's going on or the story behind what's going on. Just the truth and the facts and what they can see with their own eyes. So I feel like your person is trying to stay emotionally detached and stay logical and rational about all of this. I do have the Queen of Swords in the center of their energy here, and these are counterparts. Now, usually when you have a king and queen of the same suit, that's counterparts as in power couple, or two cards that are supposed to be together represents two people who are supposed to be together, except with the sword suit. This for me represents two people who used to be together. So again, another sign that there was some sort of a breakup between the two of you. Got the Two of Cups next, Cancer energy. This is a love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two, and in tarot, twos represent needing to make some sort of a choice in this connection, affecting the stability of the connection. This Four of Wands is Aries energy. It's stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. And that's what the decision is about. There's that Libra energy again of the Two of Swords, a decision needing to be made about this connection, about the home life, about the stability, about this Ten of Pentacles, about whether or not this can be resurrected, and that decision hasn't been made yet. Now, to clarify this Judgment card, we got the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So this Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. It's some practical, tangible opportunity. An opportunity that has the potential to have a lot of stability behind it. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into this Ten of Pentacles that we all want. That maximum stability and prosperity. That stable, happy home life. It's not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself. It's just got the opportunity to be there eventually. And that's the thing about aces, they're potential. You have to grab them and do something with these opportunities. Otherwise, they're just empty potential. So your person is feeling like there is an opportunity to resurrect this, to get back to what you guys had before, but they're stuck in this Seven of Pentacles energy. This is an energy of taking a pause to reflect and take stock of this situation, to take stock of the connection. They're looking at the seeds that you guys have planted together, trying to decide, is this going to grow into that Ten of Pentacles that they actually want? Is this worth investing in or reinvesting in? Is this worth continuing to invest in, continuing to put all their time, effort, and energy into this? Or is this a spot where it's not going to pan out and maybe it's time to cut their losses and move on? So this just represents your person being in that period of time where they're pausing to reflect and contemplate these types of things. Next, we have another seven. We've got the Seven of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is an energy of sometimes like trying to get away with something, like lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind backs, being deceptive. It's not always that, though. You just got to take this however it resonates. But another meaning for this card can be self-preservation, like not wanting to be hurt. That's the reason the guy is stealing these 5 swords, is because he doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. So he's stealing them to make sure that he can't be hurt by those swords. Now, it can also represent leaving something behind, because he can only carry 5 of those 7 swords, and he's got to leave the other 2 behind. We have seen that Two of Swords twice. I have the definite feeling that you guys have had a breakup here. Clearly, I mean, why else would there be this talk of resurrecting it? We've seen the Three of Cups trying to put it back together. The Two of Swords is that decision needing to be made that's not being made, and those are the 2 swords that are left when he walks away with these 5 swords. The 5 swords is Aquarius energy, and it represents a conflict, a fight, a dispute, a painful situation of some kind. I don't know that your person was being sneaky. I don't know that they think you were being sneaky. It's looking more like a painful situation that they're trying to get away from, and it's leaving some sort of a decision needing to be made. But then we run into this Pisces energy of the Hanged Man. This is progress being halted, no forward movement, things being stuck right here where they are. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective, from different points of view than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment about something. He's trying to figure out, how do we move forward from here? How do we get this decision to be made so that we can resurrect this and bring it back to life. We have an opportunity to do that here. It's like things are stuck in that spot, though, where you guys are both thinking about it and reflecting on it. The next card in your person's energy here for August 2021 Aquarius is the Knight of Cups. Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. This can be romantic gestures, romantic offers, your person coming in to offer you their cup of love, trying to get this reconciled with you. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups, please. Why is that here for Aquarius's person? Looking very, very similar to the Libra reading I just did a little bit ago. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something. It's about rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something. Seven of Wands right under that. This is Leo energy. This is an energy of defending their position on something, defending their stance on something, or being willing to fight for what it is that they actually desire, fight for what they want, being willing to fight for this connection. Knight of Cups again, which is the card that I am clarifying right here. Actions toward love and emotions. Your person is willing to fight for this connection. Got the Empress right under that. Again, a lot of these cards showing up in the Libra reading. So if you are connected to a Libra, or if you have Libra in your chart in a prominent position, you might want to check that Libra reading out. This is the Mother of the Tarot deck. We already talked about this when we looked at the Magician and the High Priestess, and I said the next step is actually manifesting it into the physical reality. She's the gateway through which that happens. Let's see here. Trying to manifest this connection back is what it's looking like. To clarify this Knight of Cups, I got the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So this Six of Cups is a card of the past. It's Scorpio energy. It's reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be. This can represent someone from the past that they're thinking about, which looks like it's you in this case. This is a deep emotional connection between the two of you, and your person is doing a lot of thinking about the past in terms of that, trying to come to some sort of decisive action here where they can fight for what it is that they want and take actions toward love and emotions and try and manifest this into the physical 3D reality. I've got more Pisces energy here right under that. This Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So your person is viewing you as wish fulfillment here. This is also a singles energy, though, like being emotionally happy and content in and of themselves, not needing a external person to get their happiness from or to get their sense of love from, because all that's coming from inside themselves. So this is definitely a singles energy. Right under that, I've got the Queen of Swords, which is the next card that we're going to clarify for your person. This is an energy of speaking the truth about something. It's also an energy of cutting off things and people that aren't in your best interest anymore. So again, this is where she swings the sword that you would use to sever a relationship with. So I've got indicators all over the place that there was a breakup between the two of you, and now your person's doing a lot of thinking about the past and a lot of thinking about this Ten of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is most people's goal when it comes to love and emotions and relationships. This is the counterpart to that Ten of Pentacles that we saw. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is about being united back together into this happy family life where everyone's loved and appreciated. This is most people's goal here. So your person's doing they have a lot of love and emotions for you, doing a lot of thinking about the past, trying to figure out how to get back to this Ten of Cups with you. We have the Ace of Wands next. This is an opportunity again. I've got two aces, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. In that Libra reading I keep referring back to, I had both of those aces in that reading too. Had the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups in that reading too. This Ace of Wands represents a passionate new beginning here. That's what they're trying to get. But then we've got this Libra energy of the Queen of Swords. This is, again, about speaking the truth. The Queen of Swords is she who knows the truth. Now, she'll offer to let you speak your truth to her, but she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords had better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use the sword to cut you. So it's an energy of speaking the truth. It's an energy of cutting off things and people that don't serve you anymore. So again, another indicator of a breakup. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords, please. Oh. Gotcha. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Already seen it a couple of times. Libra energy. A decision needing to be made. Only it's not been made, either because there's not enough information to make the decision, or there's something that your person can't see, hence the blindfold, or something that they don't want to see, hence not laying one of the swords down and taking the blindfold off. A decision that needs made and hasn't been made about Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, but this is an energy of reconciliation. It's about patience, but it's also about reconciliation. It's about blending things together, little bits at a time, not being in a big hurry, not being in a big rush, being willing to take a step back and look at how all of this is panning out here. We already see that kind of an energy here, trying to decide, is this going to pan out the way I want it to, or should I cut my losses and move on? Well, this is about being patient in that, but it's also an energy of reconciliation. Cups and water represent love and emotions in tarot, and this angel has two separate cups. The water has been separated into two different cups, and she's blending it back together. So this is reconciliation. The very first card in your person's energy is the most important card in their energy. Judgment, reconciliation again. Them thinking about the past a lot, trying to get back to this Ten of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups type of a connection that they felt with you. Now, to clarify this Queen of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Swords are typically not a really good energy to have in a love relationship reading, and I've got swords all over the place. This Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. Fives are conflict. So this is either a conflict in your person's thinking or a conflict in communication. This can represent arguments, bitter disputes, like using words as weapons, tongues like swords to cut each other. This is usually a fight happening here. Probably what led to the Queen of Swords, like the severing of a connection here. It's probably why there's a decision needing to be made about reconciling this connection here. Looks like we had some kind of a fight that ended things. Next, to clarify the Queen of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. Now, it's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself as a way to protect himself because he's been hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt again, and he's trying to heal, hence the wall that he's built. He's trying to protect himself so that he can heal, so that he can get his energy right to take the next step in his journey. So this is telling me that there is definitely a wall that has come up between the two of you based on some fight, based on the severing of the connection. That's probably why things are stagnant right now. There's no forward movement right now. Your person's doing a lot of thinking about the past. The very next card we have to clarify that Queen of Swords is the Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is an energy of fears, worries, anxieties, doing a lot of thinking about something with a lot of fear and worry and anxiety behind their thinking. So this is an energy of like being afraid to face something. It's also an energy of thinking about something with all that fear and worry behind it so much that it's actually stressing them out. This wall between the two of you is stressing them out, thinking about the past. I've got the card of the past laying right beside this fight. I've got the Ten of Cups that they want laying right beside this wall. I've got the passionate new beginning laying right beside this fears and worries. So they're definitely doing a lot of thinking about the past, a lot of worrying about the fight, a lot of worrying about the ending, a lot of worrying about the wall between the two of you, a lot of worrying about this decision about whether this can be put back together or not. Now the next card in your person's energy for August 2021 Aquarius is the Six of Swords. More Aquarius energy. This is an energy of moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind. Clearly, we've had some rough, choppy waters in the past. I've got the Queen of Swords out here, the Seven of Swords out here. Seen way too many swords. It's also about moving forward toward what it is they want. At its core, this is about moving away from some mentally or psychologically painful situation. Again, this Five of Swords, the next step is the Six of Swords. So it looks like we're making some progress here, but this is that mentally or psychologically painful situation that they're trying to move away from. They're trying to move forward toward what they want, toward more clarity, toward getting what they actually want. But the woman and the child in the boat, all the swords that are surrounding the boat represent, even though they are trying to leave the past in the past where it belongs and move forward toward what they want, they're doing that carrying some lessons or some burdens along the way with them. So tell me more about this Six of Swords, please. Why is the Six of Swords here for Aquarius, this romantic person of interest? Yeah, I already know that. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords. Again, with all the swords. Again, this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something. It's about rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something. Seven of Wands next. Leo energy. Being willing to fight for this connection. They're wanting to rush forward and be decisive in fighting for the connection or speak some sort of a truth to you that would allow them to fight for this connection to get what they want. They're viewing you as wish fulfillment. So if you haven't had communication from this person yet, I would assume you're going to be getting it pretty soon. It's probably going to come in quickly. They're probably going to tell you they want to fight for this connection and that they're viewing you as wish fulfillment. Again, though, this is a singles energy. Queen of Swords. Again, this is more Libra energy. Again, speaking the truth on something, cutting off the things and the people that aren't in their best interest or aren't in your best interest. I think that if they haven't spoken to you yet, it's because they're so worried about that Queen of Swords energy. It was that Nine of Swords, the worries and fears and anxieties, is clarifying the Queen of Swords. I've got it here again. The card right before the Queen of Swords was this Knight of Cups. And now, right after the Queen of Swords is the Knight of Cups again. So if they haven't offered you an apology or tried to get this connection back, or at the very least communicated on that, it's because they have all the fears and worries about the wall that's in place here. But to clarify the Six of Swords, I got the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So again, the Six of Swords is Aquarius energy. That's the card I'm clarifying. Anytime I get a card and I clarify it and get the same card, it's the universe going, dude, I done told you. They're trying to move away from the pain of the past and move forward toward what they want. But they're carrying some burdens, some lessons from the past along the way with them here. This Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. This is a detachment. It's like emotional detachment, physically walking away. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love, and they're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not fully emotionally content. They believe there's something more out there for them, so they're making the conscious decision to move away from these 8 cups that they have to go down a new path that leads them to their own emotional happiness, their own fulfillment. This person's walking away from 8 cups because they're going off in search of their 9th and their 10th cup. We've seen that 9th cup already a couple of times. I've got the 10th cup out here. I don't know that this is your person moving away, though. It's possible that they're so worried about the wall, so worried about the ending, that they've just decided to cut their losses and move on. They're trying to emotionally detach and move away. Or this could be your energy showing up in theirs, affecting them. So it's possible that you were the Queen of Swords, that you cut this connection off based on some argument, some fight, some conflict that you had, and now there's a wall up that they're worried that they can't get past. So this could be either be you have walked away from them and that's what's leading to all this, or they just feel like they can't get past it and they're just moving on. It could be either of those two things. Either way that goes, though, there's this heartbreak and sadness. This is Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean romantic third party energy, like one of you was cheating on the other, although it could be that. I have the Seven of Swords out here. I have the Five of Swords out here, the Queen of Swords out here. All this fear and worry, a wall in place. That could be the case, but this is feeling more like sadness and heartbreak because there was this ending, this moving on and leaving them in the past, or this walking away, this detachment. Either way, this person is heartbroken. Now, the final card in your person's energy for August 2021, Aquarius, is the Chariot, Cancer energy. This is the fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. This is using the will to move forward past any problems or challenges or obstacles from the past, using the will to get past all that and moving forward very quickly in success and victory. So tell me more about the Chariot. I guess that can also represent like getting in the Chariot and just getting the hell out of Dodge. It could be either of those things, although I don't see that's what the case is here. Your person's not wanting to do that. It does not look like. Definitely not. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Again, fastest knight in the deck. Probably the third time we've seen this card. Rushing forward, speaking the truth. Rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action. They're trying to get past these obstacles and challenges from the past. This detachment that took place. This heartbreak and sadness. They're trying to leave that in the past and move forward. And they're trying to do it with some of the fastest energy in the deck. This is the fastest energy in the deck. The only other card faster than this would be the Eight of Wands. We've got the Seven of Wands again, Leo energy, trying to defend their position, defend their stance, trying to fight for what it is that they want. Against the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. Definitely a lot of truth being spoken here, or about to be spoken. I think they're just incredibly worried about whether or not they're going to get to offer this cup of love and take these romantic actions toward you, or if you're going to cut them off. There's the Empress again, mother of the tarot deck. This is how things get manifested into our reality. So she represents the birth of something new. In this case, it feels like they're trying to defend their position, fight for this connection, and move things forward into like rebirthing it very, very quickly is what they're trying to do. Eight of Swords next, though, Gemini energy. This is thinking about it on this repeating loop in their mind. Like, can't get their mind to shut up about it, can't get it out of their head. But they're not sure what the safe step to take is because of the fight that happened, because of the wall that's in place, all the worries that they have, all these negative emotions that they're feeling. They're worried they're going to run into the Queen of Swords and get cut off. So they're feeling stuck and trapped and blocked, not really sure what to do from here. And that is a very heavy burden for them. This Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that this person is carrying. Now, tens in tarot are completion, so this represents the completion of that heavy burden, getting to the point where the burden can be laid down and move forward without it. I still feel like this person's viewing you as wish fulfillment, though. Now, to clarify the Chariot, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Sun. The Knight of Pentacles is a very sharp contrast to this Chariot energy and to this Knight of Swords energy that's on the bottom of the deck. This is the fastest Knight in the deck, this is the fastest energy in the deck, and this is the slowest Knight in the deck. This is slow, forward-moving energy, very methodical, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, not being in a big hurry or a big rush. This is perfectionist type energy, someone who doesn't like to make mistakes, and they're not going to rush through things and risk making a mistake. They're not going to skip any steps. They're going to take things one step at a time, nice and slow. And that's the good thing about the Knight of Pentacles. He doesn't ruin everything and mess it all up because he's trying to move too quickly. When he finally shows up, he's got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the very first clarifier in your person's energy, that seed that has the potential to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that we've seen 2 or 3 times now. So that's a really good energy for your person to be in. The bad thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he's so damn slow that from your point of view, it may look like progress isn't happening, even though it is. It's just really slow. And it's also good in that we're moving from this no progress happening at all Hanged Man energy into now progress is happening. I'm feeling like it's not happening quickly enough for your person. I feel like they're waiting on a decision about this connection, and they're worried to death that they're going to be left behind. They want this decision and this reconciliation with you to go really, really fast, and it's going really, really slow, and it's probably driving them a little bit nuts. We've got this Devil energy next, which is Capricorn energy. I've seen the 8 of Swords, I've seen the 9 of Swords. Whenever I've got those cards together with the Devil, that's like obsessively thinking about something, like feeling trapped by the situation, feeling like it's in control of their life, and there's not really anything they can do about that. This tells me that this connection, at least from your person's point of view, is a very powerful connection, one that's got so much gravity to it that they feel like they can't escape it. But I'm really feeling like obsessive worrying, obsessive thinking about this, like obsessively focusing on the past and the pain that's happened and the fight and the severing of the connection. It's like they can't get that stuff out of their head, and they're feeling like that's controlling them. And what they really want is the Sun, Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the tarot deck. It's happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. You can't get a better card than the Sun. So this is telling me that your person views you as the major source of happiness in their life. Probably why they're so obsessing about all of this fears and worries and all the problems from the past. Also, probably why this has so much gravity to it, they feel like they can't escape it. I mean, if you think about it, look at our solar system. All the planets in our solar system rotate around the Sun because it has so much gravity to it. That's what this connection feels like from your person's perspective. It's like they can't get it away from it. They're viewing you like the sunshine that lights up their life. They just want this to move quicker. They're trying to manifest resurrecting this connection with you, and it's just not happening fast enough. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Aquarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.